everyone, I'm Robin Cartwright. I'm the petitioner against the City of Stuart for the Division of Administrative Hearing, also known as the DOA, for the Cantor CPUD. You may want to know how we got here. On May 24th was the initial hearing against the City of Stuart, where there was an intervener, Linda K. Richards. In order to be an intervener in the Cantor CPUD process, Linda K. actually had to pay a fee to the City of Stuart. She also had to pay a fee for her own experts. She had to pay a fee for a court stenographer to make sure that everything was recorded properly. She had to use her own hard-earned money to be able to fight the City of Stuart for their own comprehensive plan adherence. So you may ask, why wasn't Linda K. the actual petitioner against the City of Stuart for the DOA? The Cantor CPUD is located next to Martin County High School. That land was annexed into the city solely for the purpose of this development. Linda K., however, lives across the street, which is part of Martin County, not the City of Stuart, even though she has a Stuart address. Therefore, we needed to find somebody who lives within the City of Stuart, who spoke at the first meeting, who spoke at the second meeting, and is a resident of the city. That's where I came in. I was a supporter of Linda K. from the beginning, from the time this went in front of the Land Planning Association, from the time it went to the first reading and the time it went to the second reading. I was also a supporter of this effort when Linda K. first heard about this opportunity starting back in 2016 when Costco and the City of Stuart initially had a conversation about where they could find property. Now I know you'll say, oh, Costco was supposed to be in Palm City. That I think might have been its first option, but as that plan unfolded and that did not come to fruition, this became a viable second option for the developer who wanted to put a Costco right in the middle of Cantor Highway, which is an evacuation route next to Martin County High School. If you've ever actually looked at the City of Stuart's comprehensive plan and its future land use, it's a myriad of words of things that sometimes really just does not make a lot of sense to those of us who live here. But obviously it does on some level to those who created it. As a result, we took a lot of time to review the comprehensive plan to make sure that when we went into this fight, we really understood what we were fighting for. So with the Cantor CPUD, here's what we are fighting for. There are currently 10 viable wetlands that are part of this parcel. Within the 50 acres, 10 wetlands were suggested by the applicant and approved by the City Commission to basically be paved over so that they could build a Costco, an apartment complex, 2 out parcels that include 2 restaurants, as well as 18 gas pumps. That's the kind of thing that we are against when we're talking about fighting the City of Stuart to stick to its comprehensive plan. Because the comprehensive plan says that wetlands shall be protected. I've also been accused of being one of those social liberals who only cares about things when they happen in my backyard. Well, I want to be very clear about this. I used to live outside of the City of Stuart, and I fought the Cantor CPUD then. And now that I live within the City of Stuart, I'm still fighting the Cantor CPUD. At no point was this project or parcel ever in my backyard. However, Martin County and the City of Stuart is so small that really isn't everything in our backyard. Don't we have an obligation to each other to make sure that what's happening is right for the entire community and not just those who are directly affected? My family actually moved up here from Fort Lauderdale. Previous to that, they were in Ohio, almost 50 years ago. When I grew up here, it's going to sound ridiculous. I feel like I'm sounding like my grandmother at this point. When I grew up in Martin County, there were 3 elementary schools and 2 middle schools. By the time I got to high school, there were actually 2 high schools, and now we have so much more than that. We aren't against growth, and we aren't against the need for progress. What we're against is the city and the county taking advantage of what developers are asking for and creating a space for them that isn't necessarily wanted or needed in this community. We have some very vibrant small businesses in this area, and we should be supporting those. Big box stores so close to our downtown area are the antithesis of what this community thrives on and was created for. And we need to do better for each other. We need to do better so that our community, for our kids and grandkids, in another 50 years, looks like the Stuart when we moved here. And even if it doesn't look exactly like it, it at least has the feel of the small town, because that's why we all came here.